Haya, asanteni sana. Haya, Wakenya hoye! Wakenya hoye! Minorities hoye! Indigenous people hoye! Asanteni sana. Tafadhali mnaweza keti. Kwanza mimi nataka nimshukuru Mungu kwa kutupatia nafasi hii ya kipekee siku hii ya leo tuweze kusherehekea kwa mara ya kwanza sherehe hii ya minorities, the marginalized and indigenous people in the Republic of Kenya. Nyinyi mnajua leo ni siku imetengwa rasmi by the United Nations as a day to remember and to celebrate indigenous people, minorities, and those who are marginalized in every part of the world. Na sababu hiyo, hii mkutano, hatujapata hii mkutano kwa sababu tumekosa kazi ya kufanya. Hatukufanya hii mkutano kwa sababu zingine zozote. Tumefanya hii mkutano makusudi kwa sababu katiba ya Kenya inaweka lazima kwa serikali ya Kenya kuwatambua indigenous people na wale wachache katika taifa letu la Kenya. And therefore, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 33 years ago today, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Declaration on Rights of Persons Belonging to National or Ethnic, Religious and Linguistic Minorities. That declaration remains a vital global framework and a paramount guardrail for the protection of dignity, identity, and equality of minority communities everywhere, including our great Republic of Kenya. 2 years ago, in December 2023, Kenya joined the community of nations in officially marking this important day for the first time. Today, as we convene for the third consecutive year, we take a decisive step forward from recognition to action and from promise to delivery. I remember very well that I did start an office of minorities in the office of the Deputy President when I was Deputy President. And I appointed a person from our minority groups to take charge of that office. When, by God's grace, I got the opportunity to be the President of Kenya, I moved that office of minorities to the office of the President. And I did it deliberately because very few people understand what minorities, the marginalized and indigenous people undergo when they do not have sufficient recognition. I am very proud that today, that office that I occupied is today occupied by a very capable, professional leader who also comes from a minority group in Mount Kenya. In our midst today are more than 5,000 leaders and members of our ethnic minorities, indigenous people, and marginalized communities. Your presence underscores our shared determination to build a nation where every Kenyan is valued and empowered to realize their full potential, and where no Kenyan and no community is left behind. Our Constitution affirms our pride in ethnic, cultural and religious diversity. Article 56 mandates the state to take firm affirmative action to ensure representation, protect culture, and guarantee equitable access to opportunities for minorities and marginalized communities. Yet, for far too long, this constitutional promise has lacked a coherent and enforceable framework. Today, I am pleased to announce that the Cabinet has approved the National Policy on Ethnic Minorities, Indigenous and Marginalized Communities. I will shortly launch this transformative blueprint, which provides a comprehensive roadmap for the full realization of Article 56 of the Constitution of Kenya. This policy is the product of extensive nationwide consultations with communities, civil society, county governments, and experts. It responds directly to the challenges acknowledged in this forum 2 years ago and establishes the institutional architecture we committed to build. Allow me to highlight its core pillars. First, the policy establishes a Minorities and Marginalized Communities Directorate as a central coordinating unit and provides for the creation of a National Council for Ethnic Minorities and Marginalized Communities through legislation. Mulisikia yule ndugu alinizungumzia hapa mapema. Akasema ili tuwe na mpango kamili na uwezo wa kuhakikisha ya kwamba kuna protection na usimamizi wa sawasawa kwa wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya wanaotoka katika minority groups, lazima tuwe na sera na lazima tuwe na sessional paper na pia tuwe na sheria ambayo italazimu kila kitengo ya serikali kuhakikisha ya kwamba wale wachache wanashughulikiwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na ndio nimesema kupitia sera hii ambayo tumepitisha kama baraza la mawaziri, sasa tutakuwa na mambo matatu ya muhimu. Ya kwanza, ile unit ambayo imekuwa ni unit ya coordinate mambo ya minorities, sasa itakuwa a full directorate katika ofisi ya rais. Jambo la pili, ili kusiwe na mambo ya karata ya pata potea ama guesswork, tuwe na sera ambayo itapitishwa, tumepitisha na katika baraza la mawaziri, na mapema mwaka ujao tutapeleka bunge, ili tuwe na sessional paper ambayo inasema ni vipi wale wachache kati yetu, wale minorities kati yetu watashughulikiwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na jambo la tatu, tuwe na sheria ambayo sasa italazimu kila wizara, kila department, hata county governments, vile wale wachache minorities na marginalized watajumuishwa katika uongozi na katika mipango ya serikali ya Kenya. This guarantees a permanent, authoritative voice for minority concerns across government, with focal points in every ministry and in every county. Secondly, the policy mandates affirmative action quotas in public service and public procurement, alongside targeted investments in many areas, including education. This includes mobile schools for nomadic communities, affirmative action in tertiary institutions, vocational training, and improved access to credit to support sustainable livelihoods. Kusema ya kwamba katika sera hii ambayo tutapeleka bunge, tumekubaliana ya kwamba katika kuajiri wafanyikazi wa serikali, kuajiri waalimu na ile ajira yote inaendeshwa na Public Service Commission,